Christ brought a teaching, and we sit around and tell each other, maybe I need to understand something. Maybe I don't understand something. This is so common amongst us. What don't you understand that you have to give up your life? Maybe we should say, I don't wanna. I want to have both. Can I have both? Because I'm like this little baby who just doesn't wanna. And then we blame it on our understanding. Because this is complex stuff. Change your life. I don't wanna. I don't understand how to change my life. Really? I mean, what part don't we understand about the teaching of Christ? Christ came, saw a bunch of fishermen and said, follow me. How hard is that? Drop everything you got, follow me. That's it. Is that hard to understand? What's so hard about this? Christ came to us, a word came to us, we have to die for ourselves. Oh, how do I die for ourselves? That's so hard. I don't understand how to die for myself. What is dying for myself? Let's talk about dying for myself, and we'll talk about it for 5 more years. Whatever you used to do, stop doing that. And follow the teaching of Christ. That's in the Bible. Live like the disciples lived. But I don't wanna. It says, give all your possessions away. But I work so hard for them. Or not, whatever. You won't tell God, God, your teaching is so complicated. I couldn't understand it for 40 years. None of us will say that. It's simple. Did you live for God? That's the question. Do you live for God? And of course you say, yes, I do. Saying that you live for God and actually living for God are 2 different things. And the scriptures are very clear. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and pride of life are not from the Father, but they are of this world. How can we argue with that? We can't. It is written. It is so. You can't have this world and God. You just can't. This world is passing, and those who want it and those who desire it and those who seek it will reap what you sow, and you will reap this world and you will burn with it. And there will be no exceptions, and there will be no favoritism. That includes me, that includes every single one of us. But those who seek heavenly, those who seek God and give their life to God, they will reap heavenly from God. They will receive the gift of life and eternity, and there will be no favoritism, and there will be no exceptions either. You sat in front of a table, and there's a piece of delicious food in front of you, and you're like, do I want to or do I not want to? Do I want to? Do I not want to? This is so hard. This is confusing. Man, I gotta sleep on this. Come back. Do I want to? Do I not want to? We don't do that with complicated things. Why do we do that with God? Because we don't want to. And then it becomes complicated. If you really don't want to, you make it complicated. You have to start over. You can't patch your old way. You can't patch your old faith. I'm talking about us. I'm not saying, okay, we tell this to people who come to us from the outside and say, you have to start over. You have to completely leave everything behind. All your experience over there, that was all fleshly. That applies to us. If each one of us comes to a point where it's just not working, you have to start over. If you don't do that, you're going to be patching your old thing. And you're going to come back to the same spot again and again and again and again. It's not going to work. You have to start over. That means to die for that. Say, I'm starting over. Everything that happened is no longer. I do not know. I don't want to know how that was. Whatever it was, it didn't work. I'm dead for that. I'm starting new. I'm starting from scratch. And then you actually start from scratch. And you start doing things, literally. You have to do faith. Faith has works. Jesus spoke and taught, says, the law of Moses taught you this, but I tell you this. In other words, it was a new teaching. He didn't patch the old. He completely said, yeah, that's nice. That's done. Here is a new teaching. And these men who were taught in the law of Moses had to start over, like babies. And they were asking him, what does this mean? What does that mean? They weren't saying that, okay, well, but Isaiah says this or that, completely from scratch. If you don't, you will face a shipwreck. Don't take your ship and start patching it up. It's useless. Start over. The path is clear. Take it.